some of us, we reserve the best of ourselves for ourselves. We don't know how to share that side of ourselves with other people. So taking up space is learning to open the window just a little so that your light can shine and others can like embrace, like they can receive that warmth. Hi, I'm Funmbi Toye and I am a Nolly icon. My first passion, my first love is actually theater because it was from theater that I got my acting training. And then I was like, okay, I like film because of how it preserves the arts. Because theater is there, right there and there. But with film, you can always go back. So yeah, I did an acting boot camp with Pause Studio. We did Color Me Pink. It was a play on breast cancer awareness. Very informative, very entertaining. We returned like 2 different times at Lagos Fringe. It was amazing. When I expressed interest in film and acting, I had a lot of friends who were already like in production. So I did a couple of music videos. And then I was like, okay, I think I'm ready for film. Oh, I had to wear my glasses, guys. I'm blind. Oh, this is history right there. Naira Marley, my friend was directing Daniel Mbono. It was amazing to watch her take up space in that scene. It was also very fun because lots of the other Vixens were my friends. We also got to meet, obviously, we got to meet the artist, and he was very cool. He was very nice. Tapenga, which is Crow Santino. I love working with Santi because he likes to work with people that are already in his life, like his friends. So when we're on set, it's basically everybody contributing in some way. What can you bring to the table? What part of you do you want to share? And so that was really fun. Yeah, and he also likes to shoot in a way that it doesn't feel like you're on a music video set. When we were shooting Tapenga, it literally felt like we were at a party, like an Owambe pretend party. Soweto remix, Victony, he was amazing to work with. That is one of the music videos that I sort of got that, like when the video vixens are given much attention to in the videos, because like there's obviously usually a storyline, but with Soweto, it was, even with the way it was shot, it was certain vixens for certain roles. Rema had his own vixens, Don TOLIVER had his own vixens, Victony had his own vixens. But yes, the aesthetics was like a 70s vibe. I loved being a part of that. And that music, that song, that's history. Like I believe it did numbers, and music video also did numbers. So yeah, we're all fun. Zara, 14 years and a day.
Hey, Max. I had no idea you were here.
The main difference between short films and feature-length films is simply just the time it takes to shoot. Maybe on a feature-length film, we could be on the set for a longer time, depending on what your role is. While the short films obviously shorter, but it's still the same amount of passion, dedication, and work put into it.
I don't even know how to be there for myself.
Her backstory is that she's the main character's ex, Max, and they were together at a point where Max was trying to figure out who they are, who they want to be. And Zara wasn't as progressive as Max then. Obviously, they were together, so there's a part of her that is queer, but maybe she wasn't confident in that, because you can see from the way she dresses that she's very conforming, like she's conforming to society. You would not see her and do a double take. You would see her and just believe, oh, this could be just a straight girl. So there was therefore confusion in her identity. Also probably a little bit of an identity crisis that she might be going through, or maybe she had already like given that up, and has accepted this conforming in life, basically. I really liked this role because if you talk to a lot of queer people, they have a person like this in their backstory. Someone who obviously is queer because they were with them, but is probably too scared, too shy too confused to come out to the world, and it's not their fault. It just means that, you know, you and that person are not on the same wavelength. I believe that the fact that queer intersex people simply exist is enough reason for you to do the work and go and learn, because their existence that's enough. Like, me existing is enough for, like, I don't need to explain my existence. The fact that I've been able to do it, that means I'm alive, I'm thriving, I exist. So you have to learn how to fit me into the status quo, which is also another reason why I believe that films like this should be made, because it's through interacting with art and contents like this that people can, one, see themselves. Because I know so many girls that would relate with this Zara's character, especially young girls in Nigeria. They would see themselves, they would see others, and there's something about film that develops compassion in you. Like, when you see people just leaving, it's like, oh, why do I think that I'm better than this person just because I conform? The first thing that you would learn as an actor is you cannot judge your character. You need to understand that they are human first. And it's with that understanding that you're able to embody the role, not judge yourself, and also understand that I can drop this persona and be back to myself. Like, it's me, but that's not who I am, you know. Lady in Red, Ile Owo.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Basala.
Did you see that?
See what?
So before I got on set, the director, Dario Olaeton, had already painted a picture of the atmosphere of what he wanted that dinner to feel like. And I remember a film that he used for reference was Stepford Wives. And if you watch that, the ladies are very, like, it's almost like Barbie, where there's no thoughts behind they're just like this, like, oh, hi, hello. And because obviously that's my only scene, it's harder to work with the character when you've not been able to develop and establish certain nuances and things about her. So I was like, I have this one role, I have to kill it. And it is my responsibility to make the people feel awkward and weird while watching that scene. And I hope that passed across. I sort of did something with my eyes where I did not blink. I was just reciting the lines, but very carefully. Like, my words were very intentional. And I had so many people tell me, because the movie premiered in the cinema, and I had so many people reach out to me and they were like, oh my God, Funmbi, when your scene came up, everybody was like, ooh, this is weird. And I was like, oh, thank God, because that is what we wanted them to feel. I'm really happy about that role and that scene. So many people I know don't really understand the movie, but I watched it the second time and I was like, you guys, this is so easy to catch on. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't realize until after that the lady, the Babalawo played by Bisola, everything was basically orchestrated by her for her. So it's like she was using the men so that she could live forever. But it was when I watched the second time that I realized that, oh, it all leads back to her. I even love jazz stories. I eat it up real well. I believe in stories like this. You don't know what people are doing. Some people, their families are in on certain things. Some people are desperate for wealth that they make decisions at certain points in their lives. But there's definitely repercussions because you give and you take. Like, you can't take something of that magnitude without giving up something. Actors and crew work very hard to bring the films that we love to life. Please support their films on release. Isa Namanivi. Welcome back, Lagos. It's your radio sweetheart, I to the S to the A, Isa. And tonight I will be standing in for Frank. I know. I'll miss him too. But you know how they do am now, my people. It's the Naman UV show. I have a degree in mass communication. And at some point when I was in school, I was an intern at Beats FM, but not the main radio station, PGM Club. Like I said, I went through a phase where I was trying to really figure out what exactly I wanted to do. So I was trying everything. I was doing magazine, I was doing radio. So I reached out. I was like, oh, I would like to come in. And so I was in one of those radio sessions, but then COVID hits and I never went back after that. But I definitely channeled that energy into this character. And radio presenting looks so easy, but is actually not, because you need to channel that liveliness in your voice because they can't see you. So even when because it's an Ebony Life Creative Academy production, um, they had us audition for the role, even if it was like a student's thing, and the directors were not playing. They knew how they wanted her to, well, not sound, but they knew the energy that they wanted her to have, because it's through her that we watch the whole other experience of what's going on to Frank. They were like, no, we want to see you go from mellow to lively, back down. But it was nice. It was amazing, and I like the way it came out. With auditions, I will say that the most important thing is that you have to show up ready. You have to be prepared. And being prepared, I know a lot of us would think that we're prepared, but we're not. Like, we don't really give it as much effort as we should. There's also definitely training your mind for rejection, because sometimes a role is simply just not for you. Lou, where is Jazz?
I'm drunk and she's not picking up her phone. What if I'm at the wrong location?
Hi, I'm Lou. I'm looking for my friend Jazz. Lou sober is the opposite of Funmbi, because Funmbi is a party girl. Like, she's not new to this, she's true to this. And I think we can see that when Lou now gets drunk, or rather when she takes the pill and she goes off. But it was nice. It was nice channeling that energy of, innocence and naivety and purity, and then having the experience of being like a wild child, being able to marry those two energies. That was really nice. I also really like that I like the conversation that happens with the three girls, because that's the realest thing ever. That's how girls, especially when you're younger, it's very easy to meet people when you're younger. That's actually how we meet each other and we hit it off right off the bat. Nasha Jemide, who he wasn't even acting at this point when we shot Where Is Jazz. He was thinking about it, and he had like a production company and they just wanted to make something because they knew they could. And I was like, oh yeah, like I love to support my friends because I believe in them and it always works out. I was like, look at this. This is really, like, this is fantastic. And it's just so crazy to see how far both of us, especially him, how far we've come now in the film world. The first time she's pressured by that guy, you can see that she's not really, like, she's not even feeling him to start with. Like, it's like, why are you coming to me with that energy? The fact that he starts to say things like, you're obviously not a party girl, you're not a fun girl, it makes her a little daring. Like, what do you mean? How can you say I'm not a fun girl? So maybe that's why the second time she's more open to it. And the girls have done a good job in creating a safe space for her. Unlike the guy didn't do that. Even the energy he came to her with was very like, it's like, yo, keep that away from me. But the girls created a safe space for her to be able to let go a little and allow herself have fun. This is a coming of age film where your friend, who is Jazz, invites you somewhere. But let's say Jazz is like she's like a popular girl that has so many other friends. So maybe before she even got to this party, she had a date. She had another party she was going for. But Lou is naive. Lou doesn't know that when a party says 10 p.m., you're actually meant to show up at 12 a.m. And in waiting for her friend Jazz, she explores a part of herself that she's never had confidence to. Maybe if Jazz showed up, Lou would probably just be behind her. Jazz would be walking around everywhere and Lou's just behind like, are we going to get drinks now? Please, can I have water? But because Jazz is not there, Lou is forced to take up space. Taking up space, I've learned over time that it happens in such a genuine way. It's just you being yourself. Some of us, we reserve the best of ourselves for ourselves. We don't know how to share that side of ourselves with other people. So taking up space is learning to open the window just a little so that your light can shine and others can like embrace, like they can receive that warmth. Muna, Far From Home.
At first, are you taking Carmen to the ball or is she going with him?
We started shooting Far From Home and then they stopped production and we started all over again. There was like a few changes in the cast. We had new directors. So I would say like 2 years of my life went to like being on this set or being a part of this set. And the people on this set, I learned so much through being with them, interacting with them. Some of my favorite people and best friends in the film industry were on the Far From Home set. It was amazing. And it was from here I learned to take up space. Supporting actors, they help the main characters shine. It's okay if people neglect like supporting characters. I think with time they would learn to appreciate, especially if their faves are playing certain role. I've learned not to look down on like, smaller roles, instead to just give it my all so that it shines. Like my role on Far From Home is so little, but it has opened so many doors for me. I was meant to have many more scenes, but I got COVID while we were shooting and they were so strict. We would get tested every week. And if you were positive, you're not coming on set. Muna's character, she's a young girl, and with her, I tried to paint her as like boy crazy because there's always so many girls have that era, or there's always that girl that was boy crazy at some point, so boy crazy that they would even be the one to make the first step, carefree, a little unaware. Maybe they don't even want her to sit on that table. Like maybe she did not know. Maybe they don't even like her. She doesn't know. Because I'm into so many other things, I've now seen acting as a part of my life. If I stop today, I can decide to continue when I'm 30. I remember one time I was talking to Kenneth Young about it and he was like, Funmbi, you will always be an actor. The fact that you've done the work, you are doing the work, you will do the work. Even if you stop at some point, it doesn't, you like, it's stamped there, you are an actor. Time creeps up on you. You will just notice that, oh, this has happened over time. Like it's been 10 years since I did that. Or I'm here now and I did this 20 years ago. Actors and crew work very hard to bring the films that we love to life. Please support their films on release. Hi, I'm Funmbi Toye. Keep watching Arrow House Entertainment. Mwah. Oh, that was so fun. I don't want it to end.